The story of the boat in this particular pool, it goes back to a design before that I had done a design to put a boat as a dry seating area in a pool, and we ended up not doing it in that pool, but I had already built it in my mind and had this great idea of how to do it. Well, when I met this customer, they had emailed saying, you know, we want you to build our outdoor adventure. They were saying all the right things, where we've talked to several pool companies over the last few years that just don't seem to get it. They just want to do kind of what everyone else has. So I met with them and came back with a design that included this grotto waterfall structure feature that sort of looks like a, it's going to look like a old stone shack kind of a thing with this dry seating area for the boat. And they were kind of speechless and shocked, and they're like, well, we never saw that coming. You know, they were looking for something unique, but they never kind of imagined that as being a possibility. Well, in this particular case, my original design, the boat was on the other side of the waterfall, and there was actually a bridge spanning the pool that went over to the boat area. Well, we decided not to do that because it made the pool too long and too narrow in spots. But they loved the boat idea. We flipped it, put a boat on the other side, and he had even asked, could we do the boat as a spa? And we certainly could have. However, because we have the spa closer to the house for later in the season use, I didn't want to put the boat on the house side of the pool. Visually, it wouldn't make any sense. And then also, it would take up too much of the patio usable space on the house side of the pool. Far side of the pool is all landscape. House side of the pool is practical, functional, usable, and a visual space. So I talked him out of making the boat into the hot tub and said, but let's do the boat as a seating area. And why a dry seating area versus in the pool wet seating area was just another conversation place. A place where 3 to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people can just kind of hang out. They're at the pool, they're near the pool, they're by the waterfall, they'll hear all of that. They're kind of around the corner of the waterfall, so they'll be outside of that echo chamber, so you won't have the loud splash of the waterfall, but you'll get some of the residual, so it should be a really nice place to sit. Plus then, it's just another gathering area. When we do pool design and we think about patio layout and spatially how people are going to use the space, we always plan for the normal number of use of people, but then parties. What happens when there's 50 people here? How do we spread people out? People will tend to gather, if you pay attention, will gather in groups of 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people. You'll rarely have 45 people standing in a circle or sitting in a circle. It just doesn't make sense. Same within the pool. You might have 50 people here, and you're rarely going to have more than 7 or 8 people in the pool at any given time. You could have 30 people here, and you're going to have 7 or 8. You can have 12 people here, you're going to have 7 or 8. That just seems to be the magic number of any given number of people using the pool at any given time. So if you have 50 people here, and you've got 7 or 8 people in the pool, what do you do with the other 42? And again, if you create one little seating area, that's not very effective. But if you can create these little clusters, some people will stand, some people will sit, some people will lean. Plan for all of that. And that's what the boat is. That's one seating area to handle a pod of people. A group of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 adults or teenagers or young kids all kind of hanging out in there. And that's just one spot. Now you can take that and think about locations for furniture, think about locations for fire pits. All of those are going to be sort of pod collecting places for groups of people. And that's kind of how we design, and that's why the boat ended up the way that it did.